No one can debate that vegetables are the best things for you and that we all need to eat them every single day.
When you double them, you're also doubling the amount of antioxidants.
Now, one thing that you say is that after 10 days of sprouting, a reader, once they've read your book, will lose weight, gain energy, reduce inflammation, sleep better, become more regular, and think more clearly. That's pretty exciting stuff. So, can you tell us about all the benefits from sprouts?
Yeah, the interesting thing was sprouts are vegetables. So, and they are whole plant-based vegetables. So the fact that we get to leverage, and by the way, Simon Hill, he's a great mate. I love Simon. I love doing the podcast with him. Um, the great thing about sprouts is I believe there's a global consensus that vegetables are good for you, organic vegetables are good for you, right?
We can all agree on that. Like, no one can debate this. Like, there's so many other things that you can debate, but no one can debate that vegetables are the best things for you and that we all need to eat them every single day. Yes.
Right. So with that, in the US, they recommend 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables daily. So it is imperative to have a wide variety and diversity. As Dr. B writes in Fiber Fueled, you need to have a lot of diversity of fiber into your diet. So people in America, everyone who's non-vegan and some newbies to vegan will say, Doug, where do you get your protein from? And my response is like, where did you get that question from? like, like, where do you get your fiber from? And like, I don't feel protein deficient, and I'm sure it's possible to become protein deficient, but I would argue there are more people that are overweight, diabetic, inflamed than there are people that are protein deficient. So when we look at like the benefits of sprouts, sprouts have the benefits of the whole food plant-based diet. And if you eat sprouts, there's all sorts of consistency, like the gelatinous seeds, like the chia, arugula, flax. They have great consistency that you can make puddings, you can make things, but they have fiber and they're alive. The vegetable, garden variety vegetables, the radish, the broccoli, the alfalfa, the radish, those are pure fiber, pure antioxidants, vitamin C, super healthy. Then, if you look at a cup of lentils, this is a great thing, and I'm refining my dialogue around lentils. But the difference, like lentils are pretty much accepted around the world as a healthy food and a healthy source of protein. If you were to take a half a cup of lentils and you sprout them, you get a full cup. Like, voila. Like, they grow in 3 days because they absorb the water, they germinate, you're triggering the growth, and as they grow, you're increasing the amount of soluble and insoluble fiber.
So anyone who is on a budget or who doesn't want to spend money on organic food, this is revolutionary for them.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you could buy organic lentils by the pound for, if you can translate what $2 is, what is that in almost $2 is like a dollar, 1.7 euros, and I don't know what it is in Australia in pounds. But what you want to translate quick, or does everyone know what a dollar is?
Everyone could work it out, but I can definitely look it up. But what you're saying is like when you have like a pound of lentils, you can literally double it.
You double it. You double the
Wow.
lentils. And when you double them, you're also doubling the amount of antioxidants. So if it's
Wow.
green, you're getting the chlorophyll. If it's red, you're getting the anthocyanidins. If it's orange, you're getting the beta carotenes. So you're doubling the antioxidant and you're tripling the vitamin C, minimum triple of the vitamin C. And
Wow.
it's alive. So you're getting
Mm.
an enzymatically active um, vegetable that when you chew that and you mix it with your saliva, you're getting these prebiotics that help the microbiome.
Can we actually talk about digestion for a minute? Because in your book, you say that sprouts can help with digestion. Now, we've been sprouting for just a couple of weeks now, and taking into consideration different body types and different temperatures, winter and summer, uh, how does sprout affect different digestions? Because for me, when we first started, I got a little bit bloated and I almost resisted sprouts because it's winter in Australia at the moment and it was colder, and I love warm foods. Like my body just loves them. But I did read that you can lightly steam them if you do want. And I'd like to hear your thoughts on that too. But let's talk about digestion. And was it just the fact that I was introducing these new sprouts into my life that maybe that was where the discomfort and the bloating was coming from? Not that something was going wrong, it was just my microbiome, like you said, the prebiotics was getting used to it.
Yeah, it takes time to get used to it. And it's one of the things like if you decide to train for a marathon, you don't run, 10 kilometers on your first day, or you will hurt, right? So I think the idea of adding a little sprouts to your diet, also, you know, when you introduce the sprouts to it, be very present with the sprouts. Like take the sprouts, look at them, marvel at them, and trigger your brain to know that this is the food that's going to help heal you, and let the digestion of the sprouts begin with the eyes, right? And then there's no rush. Take the seed, take the sprout, and chew it and mix it with your saliva, right? So you're getting it ready. And also, if you're, starting off, you can do one of two different strategies and they work different for different people. One is to have a few sprouts on an empty stomach so that the microbiome has very clear, like those probiotics and prebiotics in your stomach, the microbiome will look at this and say, aha, this is something new. Let's figure it out. And there's digestive fluids, right? Like the hydrochloric acids that are in the stomach that'll try to break it down. And then the microbiome will look at the fiber and try to feed off of it. And the bloating, is basically the chemical reaction of introducing something foreign into the gut. And I would say if you were to read Fiber Fueled, Dr. B's book, um, he goes into a lot of it about diversity of fiber and doing it. The other way is you can take other vegetables that the body is very familiar with and add some sprouts into them, and they'll slowly mask through. But if you eat too many sprouts up front and your body's not prepared for it, it might feel uncomfortable for a little bit.